Hello Pisces, and welcome to your collective reading. This is going to be a collective and timeless reading for any and all Pisces placements out there. So please always take what resonates, leave what doesn't. These can be watched at any time, so like I said, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I always feel weird putting a time placement on these readings. I try to get them out monthly, but I really just try my best to get clear, honest messages out for lovely collective Pisces where they need to know, need to hear for their highest good. Thought something flipped, but it almost did. Get into Pisces collective, clear, honest message, please, and thank you. Get a good shuffle. This is the one deck I do keep entirely, like, upright. All of the cards in the deck are all upright. Oh, hello. That was a cool way that fanned out. 1920 in order right there. We have the Sun and the Judgment card right in order with Ace of Pentacles. You have a lot of enlightenment going on, and I think it's becoming clear why all of this just thought pattern in the brain has been coming up and coming into awareness. Like, you have been thinking differently and seeing in a slightly different perspective that just feels more grown up, per se. And it's not necessarily more grown up, it's just like, it feels like, oh, literally more grown up, as in you have aged. You know more than you did before, essentially. It's a new feeling of, oh, I've gained a different perspective. We feel 10 times different when we're 10 years old versus when we are 20 years old. So life has a very different perspective in 10 years of time. So even just thinking back 5 years is kind of just like, we have really changed a lot about ourselves, and it may have not always been perfect, and we may not always have grown in the areas that you expected to grow in, but it led you on a path that was like, hey, here's the real growth that you actually, like, have a shot at creating, because you created this, I want to say, giant seed of opportunity here, this rock of the Ace of Stones, the Ace of Pentacles, the foundation of life, it says in this card. I see it as like a random seed that cultivates in the ground one day just because we start thinking differently, and then it arises to be like, oh hey, yeah, this is your new perspective here. All of these new weird drawings, these labyrinth and weird, like, cave drawings are actually this new way of thinking you have, and it may not ever be clear right away, but the more that you keep trusting yourself and what has been guiding you towards compassion this whole time, because I think the big thing about the Sun card is this: they're covered up. Don't worry, YouTube. I'm gonna cover it up so YouTube doesn't freak out on me, because when it's blurred it looks a little strange. See, they're covered up, technically. It's a little shadow, but why do they have to put a little bump there? Doesn't matter. They should just make it like a mannequin. I like the card art anyway, but that's not the point. You have a lot of compassion shining within you, and I think you really want to showcase how compassionate you can be, but it's been hard because I think the world and just life has been hard on you, and it's given you this callous to life. So it's almost like anytime you're faced with a challenge, you're thinking that you have to go and hide under that little cave there, when you seem to forget that that is probably that polar bear's home. Even though it looks small, it's probably choosing it to be a home for now. And if you just walk away and find your own shelter, it's not going to mess with you. Sometimes there's always this response to, like, fight and go after it, but it's like, hey, if we just, like, take a step here and honestly enjoy what you have, is what I'm hearing, and enjoy that, hey, I don't need to fight this way anymore. This is where a lot of new perspectives are growing. And I think it's because a lot of current events have led you to be around people and just have newer conversation and be around people who really have a sense of community. And no matter what's going on in life, it really gives you a good sense of community. You feel good. Like, you feel like things are kind of, like, not necessarily all right, but it's like they have the ability to be all right. Because the Eight of Wands always is a lot of ideas and synchronicities coming in. And when I see it as ideas, especially for what I was talking about here, is ideas on how to build this community within yourself, within a family aspect, or build a family within a community, vice versa, whatever it may be, it's growing within you, and I don't think you can stop it. This is not like on a really quick, quick and fast train to exploring your heart space. And it's really interesting how quickly we're like smoothly flowing through this. I feel like I'm just like moving through this like water. Like, it's just the more that you acknowledge these ideas and these different things that, oh, this is a good idea, this could work, and maybe if I actually structure this thing out, we can actually grow more opportunity for community, more opportunity to bring people together that you want to bring together, or even bring this sense of home. And this card says Hearth-fire. Bring that energy and that sense of home within your own heart, because it doesn't always have to be with other people. And it could just be slightly like vicariously through other people, because even if you aren't active in a community, like I always bring up, it's just an easy example, I always bring up I'm a dancer, so I can use different examples for this. Dancers find community in anyone. If you say, oh, I dance, and there's to another dancer, they're like, oh, you dance? That's so cool. Like, there's community into it. And it's like, no matter where you are, you could always find someone a part of the dance community, essentially. And it doesn't have to be a, I signed up for the community, or I am a official fancy dancer. It's like, no, I like dancing. And I've met people who only dance to just K-pop stuff, and that's it, and that's fine by me, because I dance to a little bit of everything here and there, and I don't mind any sort of dancing. I really like all kinds of dancing, especially different, like, just cultural dances from around the world. They're so beautiful, each and every one of them. They're so beautiful. I just love the art of dance, but that's the thing that I'm trying to explain. It's not a community you have to sign up for. It's something you can be a part of and still find home and heart in, because you know that, oh, there's other people out there like me that are trying as well, that are trying to also find community, build community, or even just find a single friend in this community, or even build like friendships and family within these communities as well, whatever it may be. I think there's a lot of like community building aspects in all of this synchronicities, but it has to come with the aspect of the Eight of Cups coming out. Has to come with the aspect of, I'm gonna use the card's word because this is perfect. The aspect of rebirth. That's what it says on the card. It's a little hard to see because this, there it goes. I do love how this card depicts 8 cups, especially with the 3 little cups and going into the big cups, and then acknowledging that maybe how these cups are essentially set up aren't working in the way that's going to build the community that you genuinely want, build the connections that you genuinely want. So what needs to go is the question. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't even think I can answer that right now, because part of it is slightly like, I see the 9 of Wands in this 8 of Wands card. You have to understand what is for you and what is not for you, what's helping and what is hurting, what's actually bringing in this sense of abundance and knowledge and learning, or what's just bringing in what feels like stagnancy in what you want to pursue here. Ooh. But you are nothing but stagnant right now. And the goal, the lesson, we have the Ancestor card, which is the Hierophant in regular tarot. We have the Hierophant and the Chariot, which is the Ancestor and the Archer. I love these two cards. So cool. Focus, please. Really, really cool, really detailed. Love it. I wish I could show you the rest, but it's the best it's gonna get. Every time that you are taking aim and trying in life, you are just trying to learn a little bit from the last time you took aim. Okay, you shoot your shot. Alright, you learn a little bit from the last time you took aim. Whether the last time you took aim was good or bad, taking note of these things keeps you moving forward, and I think that's the biggest thing, because as long as you're not looking back, that's the biggest thing. Of the only way to look back is to essentially release. If you need to look back, all you need to do is release and use these essential emotional releasing or releases as like water that is watering your internal garden here, because this is the water that waters this giant seed of opportunity that you have growing within you that you cannot ignore anymore, because now judgment be upon ye. And I think you have a very great idea of how you want to pursue things, and I think you gotta trust yourself, because I think it's really awesome. I think it's fucking awesome, like fucking cool what you want to do. So please keep pursuing it. It sounds like it just gives you a lot of heart and love for life, and keep going, because you need it. At this point, we need each other in this as well. So understand that you have maybe even some people that really just appreciate your maybe your witty 2 cents, your witty, passionate 2 cents on life, Pisces. Pisces, you always got a little silly sense of humor sometimes, so it's sometimes needed, but also just know that we all need each other. So, I mean, if you need to ask for help, I guess, or ask for any assistance, or ask for anything, there's some people I think that are willing to help. And maybe you need to be a little bit compassionate to yourself and actually accept some help that is being offered, maybe. You can aim all you want, but you can also relax and put that bow down and have someone fix up that bow while you go rest, because you've been hunting all day in this card. You've been moving, you've been just too tired, so maybe you can schedule something with some people that you care about and take a day to just kind of relax and not really think. Sometimes we can do that with people we genuinely want to like hang out with. The people that we can do nothing with are the best people to hang out with. So trust yourself, trust the guidance you're giving yourself, and I allow you to really, really just be wholeheartedly, compassionately trusting in yourself. You gotta trust in your own compassion. That's the biggest key in all this. So thank you for letting me read your cards. Thank you for at least listening and letting me provide you with the knowledge that the tarot has to provide. I have a bunch of other stuff I do on Twitch. If you want to see any more tarot things, we offer free daily affirmations on Twitch, and also all of my Twitch subs get a 6-card reading for the $6 Twitch subscription, because all of my readings everywhere are $6, or not $6, $1 per card. But yes, you can get a $6 reading for 6 cards, or with 6 cards. My brain is all a bunch of mush today. This is pretty much the last reading of the day, so don't mind me. Sorry, I had to save the best for last, of course. Always. Always. Anyway. I love you, Pisces. Thank you for listening. If you want to see any more tarot stuff, if you have any questions, Monday and Tuesdays when I'm doing live tarot things, or check it out on my website. It's just $1 per card, all of my readings. I record it privately here and email it to you to an email privately of your choice. And that is all my little tarot blurbs. Thank you for watching, and I appreciate you being here. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day or night, wherever you are in this beautiful planet Earth of ours. Trust yourself. You are trusted. You gotta trust yourself to guide yourself compassionately, and you can do it. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.